Hey friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Can you believe that we are already in the month of June? I am really excited about my favorites because I am looking at all of them and I can tell we're getting into summer. So I'm gonna be sharing what my favorites were. A lot of my favorites were combinations of products that I paired together. We're gonna dive into all of it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the video. Let's start with fragrances. I think this is what I'm the most excited for this video to talk about, and it is these right here. These are the new summer scents from Sol de Janeiro, and believe it or not, I have never tried any Sol de Janeiro scents before, but so many people were raving about all of these, and whoa, am I impressed. I literally purchased all three. I went in store, I smelled them, and I was like, hold on. All of these smell really good, but not only that, when I smelled them in store, I knew immediately what fragrances I would love to use this to layer with. So this blue one is called Do Not Disturb. And when I tell you the perfect layering scent to pair with this one is the Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla. So these two have been my go-to every single day, you know, when I'm going to work scents. These are perfect. I get a lot of compliments on these. I feel like these both smell really, really fresh. New Do Not Disturb scent has mimosa flower and nude musk in it. And I know a lot of Ariana Grande fragrances have musk within them. So I immediately was like, oh, this is gonna go perfect with Mod Vanilla. So I love this one. I've seen a lot of people say this one's their least favorite, but I'm telling you, if you paired that with Mod Vanilla, it is the perfect combination. Bikini Season, I definitely think is my favorite one out of all of them. This one has Sunlit Orchid and Guava Nectar. Now this one I love. When I tell you I love pairing this one with this right here. This is from Valentino. This is the Coral Fantasy fragrance. The reason why I've paired all of these with something else is because these do not last very long. They really don't. This is more of like a layering fragrance. You can spray it in your hair, you can spray it on your body. And then When in Rio is the Wild Bergamot and Vanilla Amber one. This one also smells really good. But of course, I love to pair this one with the Ariana Grande Mod Blush. These two together, perfect. I feel like I found the most perfect combinations with all of those. And I have just been filtering through all three of those sets. I'm obsessed with them. You definitely have to smell the Sol de Janeiro scents. Now, if you had to pick just one, I do think the Bikini Season one is my favorite. This one smells like the most fruity, and I love my fruity scents. I really, really do. But if you ever go into Sephora, definitely smell them, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Let's dive into some makeup, and then we'll get into a little bit of like body care. When it comes to primer, I have just been using these two primers a lot, and to be honest, I have loved both of them. I've talked about them in my speed makeup review video, so this may not be a surprise to some of you, but the first one is the Caliray So Blown Primer. This is literally a filter in a bottle. I'm not kidding when I tell you this is probably one of the most blurring primers that I have in my entire collection. There are a lot of blurring primers on the market, but this one I definitely feel like is truly my favorite. You can definitely see an immediate blurring effect. That blurring effect also does come through with whatever foundation you put on top. I've tried it with tinted moisturizers, full coverage foundations, and when I tell you the finish of this really does come through with the base product you put on top of it, I love that because it really does smooth everything over. I absolutely love this. Now, the other primer that I have loved is more for my oily skinned, combo skin people. If you sweat a lot, the One Size Secure the Sweat Primer. If there's one thing that I do trust One Size with, it's my base products. They come out with banger after banger after banger, and this one is no different. I absolutely love this one. I think I love it more so is because in the summertime, that's when my oils come to play, and this is absolutely perfect. You only need like a tiny, tiny amount of this product in the areas you get most oily or sweaty, and I'm telling you, it works like magic. It's the best. Moving on, I'm not going in any particular order, but I do want to talk about one of my favorite foundations. I'm wearing it today. It's the Dior Forever Matte Foundation. I am in the shade 6.5W. Like every time that I wear this foundation, it just gives me the most beautiful, perfected base. I absolutely love this. I'm so happy that I picked this up during the Sephora sale because this has become my absolute favorite full coverage foundation. I have a go-to tinted moisturizer, a go-to medium coverage coverage foundation, and then now I have a go-to full coverage foundation, and I felt like this was kind of like the product that I was missing. Something more full coverage, more that I can use, you know, whenever I really want to go kind of full glam. I know a lot of you love Dior foundations. Honestly, I'm a part of the fan club as well now, so I'm excited about that. Now let's talk about another foundation base product that I have been loving. It is the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Skin Tint and the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. These two together are the dream team. Sometimes I want something that is really lightweight, you don't really feel it, so that's what this product is for me, but sometimes I want to add a little bit more coverage in certain areas, and that's what this product is for me. This is the combination that I have literally been reaching for. I have been loving these three base products, and I feel like that love for these products are going to continue going into the summertime because they are perfect summer staple products. Let's talk about a couple of blushes. We're gonna start off with the blush that I'm wearing today. It is the Haus Dragonfruit Daze Blush with the Louise Pink Party Blush. So if you were curious about what blush I was wearing, I did include a little bit of this. Listen, I love blush so much. I have to have multiple blushes on my cheeks. I love this new Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasam Sunset shade because it's a deeper pink, but it has a glow to it. I also love to use this when I wear tinted moisturizers. I just wanted to put this on today because I couldn't help myself, but I absolutely love this formula. It is limited edition, so if you've ever wanted to try the Glowgasm type blush highlighter shades and you just felt like the shades wouldn't work for you, definitely try out this new one because it is the deepest one that she's come out with, and it's beautiful. The last blush that I've been loving, once again, it is a pink blush. I'm sure going into June, I'm gonna move more into like my red, orange tone blushes, but right now, pink blush is where it's at for me. So this one right here is from Make Beauty. This is in the shade Fuchsia Flush. It is such a beautiful, easy to use blush. Now this is a blush that I can use on its own, which is really nice. The other two blushes I can use the P. Louise on its own, but the Haus Dragonfruit Daze, I have to use a lot of layers to build it up, so I like to use that in conjunction with another blush. But this one is beautiful. I really do recommend Make Beauty blushes. They are such a beautiful skin-like formula. They don't look powdery on the cheeks, and they are gorgeous. I've been loving my pink blushes. This is my favorite cream bronzer of all time. I don't think there's another cream bronzer that I love more than this one. There's other cream bronzers that I really love, but this one is number one. And it's been number one for a couple of years since it came out, and it is the ABH Cream Bronzer. I am genuinely shocked that I have not hit pan on this. Do you see how deep this is? This is actually really satisfying to me because I have a lot of makeup in my collection, and this one is well loved, and it's a product that I've really gotten my money's worth, to be honest, even though I haven't hit pan. If I could recommend any cream bronzer to any of you that really has been a favorite for years for me, that I still use to this day, that is still really creamy, blendable, easy to use, it's this one from ABH. And they did add more shades to the line, so that is awesome, but I really love this. I use the shade Chestnut. I am wearing it today. I love it because it's really natural, but also it shows up at the same time, so it's definitely a favorite. Powder bronzer, I've been loving this one from Make Beauty. This is in the shade Stellar. It is such a beautiful, beautiful powder bronzer. I have been living for this one. I love a lot of red in my bronzers, but this one has the perfect amount of red in it, but not too much red. I feel like this is such a beautiful bronzer shade. It's perfect. It's like a perfect bronzer. This setting powder that I'm about to show you, I've talked about it before, but if you are in the market for a good talc-free setting powder, you need to check out this one from Ami Collet. I have mine in the shade Deep Medium. It is what I'm wearing today. This is more of like a banana kind of shade. It does alter your concealer color because it does have coverage, so definitely keep that in mind. For highlighter, this is the one I've been reaching for. It's the Dior Glow Highlighter. I love using this. I know a lot of people have this, but I do think that this is definitely worth a pickup. There are 4 highlighters that you get in here. I can use all 4 for different things. I like to use these 2 like mixing, and then I like to use this for like an inner corner highlight. Same with this one. Sometimes I'll use this as a blush topper. I've traveled with it. It's perfect to travel with. I know it's sold out right now, but if you ever see it come back in stock, I definitely think it is worth a pickup. I really want to talk about palettes really quickly because I have 3 that I have really been using the whole month. I can't remember the last time I used a different palette, unless it was to do like a first impressions, you know? But these are like whenever I'm just like want to do my makeup and sit down and do my makeup, this is what I've been reaching for. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes, and they're all from Blend Bunny. When I tell you Blend Bunny's palettes are really, really worth a pickup, they truly, truly are. The one that I feel like out of these three that I have used the most, or I've reached for the most, is the Blends palette. This is an all matte rainbow palette, but it has literally every single thing that I could ever need. I created this look except for the shimmer on the lid with all of the mattes that you see on my eyes are from this palette. I cannot say it enough how much of a staple this is. These mattes are so easy to use and so blendable. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I feel like I've talked about this a lot the past month, but I'm not kidding. If you really want a good staple matte palette or rainbow palette, definitely check out Blend Bunny. The other palette is the Surge palette. This one is also beautiful in conjunction with the blends. It's like the shades that the Blends palette is missing, the Surge has, and it also has a row of shimmers. I love how the palettes are laid out because each column is a look, which is awesome. Last palette is a multi-chrome palette. I am wearing, which shade am I wearing? Deep Dive today? Is that the shade I'm wearing? Yes, I'm wearing the shade Deep Dive on my lid today. So beautiful, so worth it. I know multi-chromes are so expensive, but I do think getting it in a quad palette like this with the coupon code come out cheaper than getting it in singles from other brands that I've found. Trust me, I have done a lot of research from different brands. Made by Mitchell color case in the shade Electrics. This I'm wearing in my waterline today. I love to use this as eyeliner as well as a base for my shadows. You just love creative type products like this, multi-use products. You're gonna love this. This has been my absolute favorite, my go-to, my staple. I've literally been tapping into this blue shade though the most because I don't know, I just have been using a lot of blue lately. I do want to play with other shades, but I absolutely love this. It is such an essential for me. Getting into the last couple of products, I do want to quickly talk about some brow products that really have been in rotation for me. This is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Powder. I have it in my brows today. I love using this because it helps me to save on, you know, my brow pencils. Filling this in, I feel like it gives you more of a natural brow look, and I absolutely love this. Once you try the right brow powder, I feel like that is when you're gonna kind of like transition over. I still use a pencil, but I use a pencil to outline my brows, and then I go in to fill it in with this brow powder. I feel like it makes the brows look less harsh. The two brow gel products that I like to use to, you know, tame my brows have been both of these right here. This one is the Got to Be Glued Styling Spiking Gel. This is what I have in my brows today. I love it. Now, usually when I have braids in my hair, when I do the middle part, my braids kind of rub against my eyebrows and it kind of mess them up and make them come off a little. But for some reason, every time I use this product, my brows stay in place. My braids do not rub them off. This is truly a staple for me. It's a staple. I love this, especially if you have braids and if you know what I'm talking about with your brows rubbing off from the braids, you know, that's not gonna do you wrong. The other product is from P. Louise. It is the Hold You Down Brow Fix. I like to use this when I want more of like a natural brow. I'm not wearing much makeup. This right here kind of has like the consistency of a gel, but like edge control almost. It's a little bit thicker and stiffer, but still holds the brows in place when you want them to be in place. So both of those have been my favorite things ever. I'm loving the new brow products I've discovered because really I feel like I'm loving my brow routine more than ever. I feel like it's so easy and I don't really have to fuss with my brows too much. So I love that. I do want to talk about my favorite lip combo that I have really, really been loving. It is the P. Louise lip liner in the shade Loyal, which I have on. And it's this lipstick right here from MAC in the shade Honey Love, which I have all on my lips. This shade gives more of like a your lips but better kind of vibe for me. I did post a YouTube short and TikTok of this combo. It's been my favorite for weeks. Now, I always have to top this off with any gloss. Like, this is the fun part. Like, I can change out the gloss whenever I want, but I do like to go for a more thicker gloss that lasts longer for this lip combo. I have two that I've been loving. It's in my purse, but the MAC Lip Glass in Clear, and then these Kylie Cosmetics Gloss Drip Glosses. I have one of these on today. I love a thick lip gloss because I feel like a thick one holds the shine, stays on the lips longer. It also, like, look at how plump and juicy my lips look. Okay, going into the summertime, this is the lip glosses I'm reaching for because they last a long time on the lips. This next one is from Fenty Skin. This is the Melt Off Jelly Oil Makeup Melting Cleanser. This right here is really great if you love to double cleanse. I live for double cleansing. This helps to remove about like 90% of my makeup, and then the other 10 I go on with a cleanser and I remove it off. I wear a lot of makeup and I have to double cleanse, otherwise my face will not be clean just from a cleanser. It comes out like a gel, but then when you rub it in, it kind of melts into like an oil, but it doesn't leave your face feeling stripped or oily after. I absolutely love this. So that is definitely one of my favorite Fenty Skin products, next to the lip oil, next to the cleanser from Fenty Skin. That one is definitely one of my favorites that have really made it into my routine and have really stuck in my routine. Last product I want to talk about is from Tree Hut. This is the Cocoa Colada Foaming Gel Wash. I am almost out of this. It is almost time for me to restock on this product, but I love using more like tropical scents in the shower. My favorites this month have really been staples. A lot of them have been products I have been like trying out to really formulate my thoughts, and I've ended up absolutely loving them. But yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what your favorites have been the past month or what your current favorites are now, and I'll definitely catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.